Welcome back, everybody. Today we're playing Pathologic 3. Release date, as it says, January 9th, 2026. We're going to see what we got here on the Steam description. It says, in this psychological horror game, you are a doctor with only 12 days to save a town from a mysterious plague. Make ruthless decisions and diagnose with precision. Shape the town's future and rewrite the past. Hold yourself together while it all falls apart. With that, let's see what we got.
I'm Daniil Denkovsky, Bachelor of Medicine. My research into the limits of human life has brought me renown. I've devoted all my energy and remarkable intellect to combating the greatest fear that binds humanity. The inevitability of imminent death. Seeking proof of my theories, I traveled to a small, steep town to examine a person of phenomenal longevity, Simon Kane. But I walked into a trap. The moment I arrived there, an unknown disease struck the town. It devoured the town like a wildfire. Its contagion and lethality surpassed anything humanity had ever faced. And I became the only doctor standing in the way of this unprecedented pestilence.
Well, I'm calling it now. It's a bat. Did you see how big that cow was? That was a giant cow. Oh my goodness. Okay, see what we got here. That cow dwarfed the people walking next to him. Press J to view the minimap. Oh, it said mind map. My thoughts, conclusions, deliberations to see the events of a specific day. Press its number in the circle. Okay. Oh, okay. In which the calamity can still be prevented. Day 1. Arrived on the train. Are you serious? Oh. Oh, okay. What is this? District movement restricted in the demo. See full game for the full map. Okay, got it. Oh, okay. So what are we restricted to? Oh, we're just restricted to these areas then? Got it. So we can't go... Okay, so these areas we can go through. Oh, it's a pretty large area that we can go through. What? Okay. I can't walk through everywhere, but I can walk through here. I can go through here. Oh, we can't get in here. We can't get in this area. That's what it is. Got it. Mania. Talk. I say, a living, breathing person stepping off our train. Do you normally only get dead people? Why are you staring at me like a cow at a new gate? My luggage is being stolen in plain sight. I'm glad the time stopped so I can read. As far as my career is concerned, I suppose I'm more on the far side of the grave than near. But some say that resurrection is not possible. Do you get dead people? Where did you come from? The train, as you saw for yourself. The capital. Let's see. Bachelor of Medicine. The question. The capital. Right. Do you city folk always take 20 trunks of shirts with you? Or did you manage to cut down to 10? Does it matter how many I took with me? If they're getting stolen. Shirts? You're a street sweeper, as I can tell from your broom. Do you not live to wake up early? Jeez, what the heck? Doesn't matter how many I took, if they're getting stolen within the first minute. It's just kids being kids. No need to be mean to them. Some kids, hardened criminals. Should I think? I must give up. Losing my instruments. I'm telling you, hands off the kids. You're new here, fresh off the train. You're new in town, so watch yourself and heed our custom. Their customs is to allow them to take my stuff? No constable or patrolman will chase after children for you. No street sweeper, neither. Right now, why not? Because the kids have their own thing going on. Their own empire, you see. I'm not going to mess with it. And if you find someone to do it for you, it's your funeral. What? Or rather theirs. Although they wouldn't get a funeral, the tower would simply break them. What tower? I don't believe myself a corporeal punch. And oblivious, I'm not trying to get into a fight with 10 years old. Perhaps I should negotiate one. Okay. If everyone timidly did as proverbial Romans do, our Rome's would just... You know what? If you need your search so badly, why don't you go looking for the tots that ran away with them? Just ask them nicely. These kids are like magpies. They'll trade your precious linens from the capital back in exchange for bits of colored glass. Or even just a story. But whatever you do, don't hurt them. No shirts, instruments, but I get the idea. I have plenty of stories, but usually they involve vivisections. I suppose you... Okay. Say, is the capital a real place? Oh, I wish it wasn't. In sense... Of course, the capital is a myth. The myth is the real capital, but I guess wish it wasn't. This guy, what the heck? The Canes came from the capital and made our town, but no other real people have come from there ever since. So I was thinking, perhaps Simon Kane simply made up the capital along with everything else. Sure. And I'm just an actor he hired. Interesting. In a small town like yours, a single individual's authority can grow to be all-encompassing, I assure you, though Kane did not make up the capital. What do you mean, made your town? No, never mind, the chunks first. Reasoning. Sometimes I need to take a step back from the moment and think logically through something. It helps me to put the picture together, okay? My luggage, left in such a state, this town gave me a warm welcome, didn't it? Some suitcases are missing. My luggage. Street sweeper says, no one here will help me find the missing items. I'm speechless at the customs of this town here. How am I supposed to do research without my tool? Follow the thieves' trail of ripped suitcases. I'll have to handle this myself. I might manage to recover something intact along the way. The most important thing is the microscope and experimental prototype. Without them, I might as well just catch the next train back. Mania? Interesting. Okay. Oh, there we go. We got some kids. Disturbing thoughts. Some thoughts will affect your mental state. There we go. We saw some kids. Hello, kid. Hey, eyes on us. The thieves seen us. The thief? Mr. Thief? Are you for real? Say something in thief speak. What? What do you mean, Mr. Thief? You're the ones who've stolen things. The thieves never minded things what they said. There we go. Thief. You stole the train's heart, you did. Just ripped it out and stole it. And now it'll die without a heart. I remember many creatures in this world survive perfectly. Well, without hearts. A train, I believe, would belong to the order of worms. They don't need hearts. You're stupid, mister. Worms don't look like that at all. They have arms, legs, and a forehead. What? And 2 hearts, one in the chest and one in his wife's. And bristles, you forgot bristles. What bristles? Have you ever seen a worm? They're bald. You're not just a thief, you're a dummy too. Listen, boy, enough jokes for today. I've come to this town on important business, which I cannot conduct without my microscope and prototype. Please return them to me. Hold on. No need for all the begging and the politeness. What did I even do to you anyways? I didn't take nothing. It was all Jekka. My microscope and prototype are precise, delicate instruments. If they break, they'll only be scrap metal and glass. They'll just die like the train. You don't want that, do you? There you go. I don't. And tell me where Jekka took them. Jekka's taken a heart back to go fix the train. That way to its face? Am I a little snitch now, Mr. Thief? Of course you are. You'd fit right in at the academy. You've done the right thing. No, a snitch is someone who runs off to inform without being asked to do so. You're an honest witness. Okay. Where the heck am I supposed to go now? This way? Can I jump? I can't jump. Okay, so I guess it's only this way. Switch A. Map. Here we go. Okay, here we go. What is this? The tragic trail of my eviscerated suitcase leads in this direction. God, it's okay. Oh, here we go. Loot. Box. What is this? Freshman's watch. Coffee mania. Bromide. Apathy. Increases inhibition in the cerebral cortex, which is to say, dulls your brain. Okay. Revolver bullet. Take all. Got it. Is there any more loots around here? Around these parts? What's up here? Can I climb up here? I can't climb up here. Okay. And they sure did mess with my stuff. What is this? Drugstore medicine. Oh, health. Okay. Take all. Look at that. All of my instruments all strewn about. All messed up over here. Take all. I'm glad time stops when I'm leaving. Hey, kids. Hey, back off. Get away from the girls. And me, too. I ain't afraid of Uncle Roan when he boozes up, and I ain't afraid of you either. I've got a knife. You can't hurt us. Got it? Who's it? Oh, what the hell are you talking about? I'm not drunk. My nerves are hanging by a thread, kid. Do you want to see what... Oh, man, no. Boozes up. Your hands are shaking, and you've got those crazy eyes. Uncle Rome gets those too when he reaches for our second bottle, and the shaking, and then he starts a fight. But don't even think of starting any trouble with me. I got a real knife, I do. What the hell are you babbling about? Wait, hold on. If I look like that Uncle Roan of yours, that means I really do need to cool down first. Give me a moment, like a breather. Frightening extremes. It's hard for me to talk to people when I'm too apathetic or too manic. I'll need to stabilize my condition first. Okay. I cannot talk. The world is abuzz with me. Okay. Open my inventory. I My state of mind can be changed with drugs. Some make me more apathetic, some more manic. Okay. I need to keep an eye on my mental state. Got it. So how much do I have? Let's see here. How do I drink it? Use, okay.
More of these. More clear.
Use. There we go. Let me talk to you, little one. Nuh-uh, it's quiet. It's dead already. A dead's heart keeps beating for 40 days. That's what my mom says. It couldn't have been dead that long. Do it. Tack it on. It won't fit in there. It just won't. Told you we should have stuck it on the belly, not the mouth. Life's in the belly, everybody knows that. Nope. A locomotive's life sits in the front, with the driver. That's where the fire is, so the heart should be too. That's what Boulder told me. What do you have there? Oh, my prototype. Looks like it's still intact. You're checked. Yep. You're correct. Life's trains in the locomotion, which is housed in the front. Ah, begone, vile snake. You killed the other trains, didn't you? It's 'cause you know they don't come to us. Ah. We were wondering why we don't know why they keep dying. We got a whole graveyard. They're all rusted up, and they can't go anywhere. It's all because of you. You stole the train's heart for yourself and carried it away in a suitcase. And now the train's all dead. If the train stopped coming a long time ago, it can't be my fault. I've never been here before, and I'm not very good at stealing hearts. The things I've touched do have a tendency to die. Got me there. You said yourself, the train's heart is at the front. I rode in the carriage in the middle. How could I get to the heart then? What gave you the idea that my protein through the bowels, like all men could do? You don't get to the heart through the bowels, my young friend. You'll hit quite a different body of part first. Without it, the train stopped wailing, stopped moving too. That means it's dead. So this is its heart. Obvious, right? Well, that's a bit simplistic. Response to stimuli is just one characteristic of life. It's not exhaustive. I don't know how to make all you understand, but what are the others? Adaptation. Before trains came every week, then it was every 2 weeks. Now it's every 2 months or even less. And they don't leave ever. They just lay there and wait. It's because the war. No, it's because they don't love us no more. But if we heal this one, they'll love us again. And they'll come back and bring more meringues. Look, my prototype is not the train's heart, and it certainly won't repair it. But it is an interesting thing in itself. So let's make a deal. You give it back, and I'll tell you how it works. I don't know. There will be more corpses in the tale, a whole pile of them. And there will be a damsel in the story, in distress of course. And my genius, insufferable assistant will be in the tale. He could drive a saint into the grave with his rage-inducing adherence to details. No. Let's see. Let's try this one. Will she be pretty? Look here. Let me take the prototype. I won't run away. I promise to wind it up. You won't. Let's try this. To the Capitol 2 weeks ago. What was that noise? What in the heck? What the heck? What is this? Anesthetic from the Institute, easy access to endless supply of pharmaceuticals. Stimulant, toxin. What is that noise?
People, yes. Got skin, covered in skin. That's what they are. People.
Oh my. Wait. To prime it, hold this crank and turn it clockwise. Chief, hello. For crying out loud, your mind's flown away again? My mind and I are planted firmly on the ground. Prime the what now? This morgue is swimming in a gas leak, like from 102. I heard the alarm. Sure you are. Anyway, I was saying, crank is stiff, and you'll have to use some force. Platon, are you crazy? There's a gas leak. What did you call me here for? You have to seal the morgue and evacuate quickly. No, Danny. What we have to do is load the prototype you're fiddling with and use it to get into the morgue. A woman rose from the dead in there, and it will be, I think you'll agree, extremely frustrating if she dies again. What? We must get her out. Risen from the dead? Let me repeat. Let's get out of here. I was collecting tissue samples to determine the onset of rigor mortis when I heard a noise. I turned around and, holy smokes, a woman was sitting up on the gurney, stiff as a poker, rasp in her throat. I started toward her, but then I smelled the gas and pulled the alarm lever. It wasn't spontaneous resurrection, of course it wasn't. These cases always turn out to be lethargy, or catatonia, or apnea. Apnea. Ooh. So why not get her yourself? Why call for me? We don't have a second waste. Chlorine isn't known for bringing people back the dead, but if the woman was brought here by mistake, alive, perhaps the gas could have irritated her mucous memories of enough to wake her. Let's try this. Chief, you're braiding another one of your chains of hypotheticals. We need practical observations. Pull out the patient, then write the monograph, not another way around. You're right. Tell me what I should do with this device, this prototype. I think you called it. Okay. I already told you, but fine. Let's go over it again. You're holding an experimental prototype meant to dissipate tuberculosis miasma. Remember, Consumption Task Force. Kaufman, Gorski, Anastine. At least the gas hasn't done you any lasting damage. A million little details, as always. That's reassuring. I'd feel better if we could leave this morgue. Of course, I remember. In the wake of Bazin, they were commissioned to make a device to dissipate miasma. But I believe it was meant for something other than tuberculosis. This magnificent gizmo disperses an aerosol of disinfectant. First, you load the prototype. There's bottles of solution in the beige cabinet. Best to set it on the table while you load it. You can't do it while you're loading it. I wonder if this will work against chlorine, though considering it was designed for mustard gas. Next, you wind the prototype up. To prime it, hold this crank here and turn it clockwise. Crank is stiff, right, so turn it with some force. So let's see. She's a natural born mechanician. Well, Groski assembled it. Anna took charge of optimizing the chemical composition. Either way, they're a talented team. And then I just release the contents of the gas. Correct. Wind up the crank, then release. The gas should dissipate, theoretically. Wind, release, dissipate. Repeat until you reach your resurrectee. Oh gosh. Remember, the chlorine will keep coming while your supply of solution is finite. Just remember to be as efficient as possible. And what about the deceased woman? Where is she now, and in what state? You know, I actually like the idea. A true thanatologist ought to step into death every now and then. Keep close to the exit and protect your airways with your hand if you got nothing better. If I'm not back in 10 minutes, call for help. There we go. Pneumatics with the mechanical priming. The longer I hold the crank, the stronger. Clears the miasma in front of it. Operating range is supposed to be decent. Need to spend fluid wisely. The more corridors is like a maze. One load is good for 20 uses. To load the prototype, I need a stimulant, an anesthetic, and a toxin. Requires ingredients readily loaded. They should be here in those cabinets. I already got it. First thing we teach the lab assistants the best stuff is in the base cabinets. Add ingredients one by one into the setup and heat it up. Evaporate residue goes into the prototype. Heat, then open valves. I'm losing my voice here. Step 1. Add ingredients one by one into the setup and heat it up. Step 2. Heat. Is that what this is? Heat, then open valve. Step 3. Evaporate the residue. Should be enough for 20 uses. What the hell? Load the prototype. The disinfecting solution consists of 3 ingredients: stimulant, anesthetic, toxin. I need to put the items into the slots, then press the load button. Toxin, stimulant. Load. Successfully loaded. Hold to charge. Release when pendulum stops. Joke, huh? Figure out a way to get to that lady. Quickly. Oh, it's there. Talk. Spontaneous resurrectee. Are you death? You have death's eyes. I have the eyes of a man who just walked through 40 meters of poisonous gas without protective goggles. Dead people don't cough. Talking can wait. At the end of the tunnel, there's a second tunnel. Can you hear me? Focus on me. Hold on to my voice. Don't speak, you'll inhale even more poison. can you tell me everything? Yeah. There's a second tunnel? What does that mean? Ah! It means when you die, there's neither life nor death, but that if trains were worms, something in time. Like a coin falling on its edge, or a Mobius strip. When you shouldn't concern yourself with such things, though. Can I have my prototype? Oh. Ticket. It spins all boring, clockwise only. Grandpa Simon has clocks that spin every which way. Besides, the train's already dead. Couldn't save it in time. Look, it's blowing its whistle, still smoking. That's alive as it gets. You understand transplantation a little bit. Indeed, a heart can't survive outside its body. Grandpa Simon, you mean Simon Kane? I'm here to meet him, actually. I'm sick of this game. Go away. You're gonna play cat in an old hat. We still have time before the sun sets. Wait, what about my microscope? I'll trade you another tail for it. We didn't take your microscope. I didn't expect you to know that word. Even some people in the capital didn't know it. Let's see, where is it then? If the prototype is my right hand, the microscope is my left. I can't collect data without it. The dogheads must have taken it. Khan and Notkin got a deal. All the war spoils get split down the middle. They don't care about hearts. Not in any of their many faces. Why would they need another one? What does your microscope do? Is it alive? A microscope is a metallic pipe fitted with mirrors. Dogheads, Khan, a nutkin, a heart, and a face. I don't understand a thing. No, let's do this one. Oh, a kaleidoscope. To look at the colorful town. You can do it like Capella. Or not, a cappella. Neither is Capella. So as it stands, you pass my belongings along to some other gang. I'll need to barter. Oh gosh. Khan must have given it to Capella as a gift. Are you stupid? After what happened to that stained glass? No, Khan wouldn't have given it to her. If it's something that changes things when you look through it, he must have given it to Grandpa Simon. Grandpa Simon loves things like that. Khan wouldn't have given it to anyone, not before he looks at it himself, or after, either. But he's honest, even if he's wicked. He'd give it back to the owner. If you find him in town, he'll deal fair. Where can I find him? Well, if they brought your microkaleidoscope into the polyhedron, why won't you won't see it again? No use looking there. Try the stairways to heaven. The dogheads, like them, think they look like polyhedron. There's one right there in the mall. You know, after this conversation, it's like with Capella's, Khan's, polyhedrons, I'm beginning to see the shape of the world you live in. This sounds complicated, but it can't be worse than human anatomy, can it? Thank you. Oh. I think it's murdering my voice. Thank you. Who are you? Who and what are you? I see they're making preparations for some kind of festival at the station. Go away, Snake Man. You've got sharp heels. What's with your face? You look like congenital disease. Some kids ran through here with my belongings. Do you see them? We gaze at the earth, do not pull us away from the earth. Then I shall not presume to divert your attention any further. Okay. That was interesting. What is going on over here? Jacob Stirk. Kirk, and what was his name? Bertrand. Such a harmless fellow. He was, never hurt a fly in his life, and the Ripper slashed him to ribbons like the rest of them. Anyway, the brute. We must give these unfortunate souls a proper burial they deserve, then find the Ripper and give him a burial befitting a beast. She's all tore up here. I don't know these words. Do not act rashly. Give Kirk to me. I'll pay you back in kind, in herbs, in blood. You want to take that corpse? I don't mean to alarm you, but you have holes in your dress, the size of another dress. What happened here? The Ripper's come to town. The father killer. He was always a wild one, but then somebody laid with him in the steppe and whispered things in his ear to make him water the earth with blood. As soon as he got off the train, he went on his murder spree. He killed Jacob Stirk, he killed Kirik, he killed the harmless birdie. He's a monster. I thought I'd come alone. Or almost alone, but I definitely don't recall a Mad Ripper on the train with me. And people scoff at me for saying our land abounds with analytical minds. Did you deduce all that simply from inspecting the corpses, including the fornication in the steppe? Who's that? Everyone knows her marks. If the victim's chest was ripped open, Sandbach told the killer where to strike. If a person lashes out like a beast, it's her holding the leash. And if you see handprints in the earth instead of footprints, hear me out. Blood of my herder. Suak sings of a fierceness, a sharpness, inside the one you call Kirik. Give his body to me. He is dead to you anyways. You will bury him, and he will rot away until nothing is left. I will bury him, and Suak will eat him, and drink his fierceness and his sharpness, and sing and something. An herb song in gratitude. She'll give us Tuir, and he'll brew us lots of Tuirin. She will give us ashen swish, the harshest of the herbs. Ashen swish is a cruel herb, a bad herb. It thrives on blood and spite. Suak sings that we will need plenty of swish soon. Yours is a burial into emptiness, but mine will be a burial into Suak's womb. I am at your feet, good people. Give me the one you call Kirik. Should we give her the body? Maybe. We didn't seem to have any family. And without them in the picture, I guess it doesn't matter if we bury him or the kin do. Who knows? Suppose we do get a great crop of Tuir. I was under the impression that who buries who actually matters quite a lot to traditional cultures. Are corpses used as fertilizer often around these parts? But they aren't just going to use him. They'll desecrate him until not even Shabnak can recognize what's left. That's what you're doing. going to do. Is that right? That's what you're doing to do, isn't it? Isn't it, step girl? Say it. And don't you dare try to lie to us. I am at your feet, good people. I promise there will be no desecration. We will take his name so it holds his sharpness no longer, and we will lower him into Suak's womb. Everyone will forget him, forget the wicked murderer, Kirik, and only Ashen Swish will remain. I knew there was a catch. Wicked or not, you can't just bury a person without their name. Everyone has a right to a memory, if nothing else. But he really was a wicked man. The rare time someone remembers him at all, they never have anything good to say. Perhaps it's for the best if everyone forgets him. What an ethnographic goldmine you've got here. It's a shame I'm not an anthropologist. You could at least ask her to get up from her knees. This is awkward. They'll take the name of his Kirik. What does that mean? A touch of our eyes, a touch of our fingers, and the name melts away. The one they used to call Kirik will become a gift to Suak instead. He will have no grave, and there will be no man in the memory of the people. Speak to me no more, stranger. Your words are poison. I wasn't talking to you. Let's hand over the body. I'd rather avoid a falling out with the kin. It will only lead to more trouble down the line. What do you think, stranger? You look important. Maybe you even have some brains, too. The body of a victim who met a violent end must be withheld for the purposes of forensic examination, even if a beautiful woman asks otherwise. Once a person dies, their body is no more than a collection of muscles and tissue. The opportunity to put it to some use is a stroke of fortune. I don't care one way or another. Death came to this town today. Such great death, the likes of which has never been seen before. Today will be a fearsome day, tomorrow even more so, and on the third day, fear itself will die. And without Ashen Swish, we will die too. I came to this town today. That's all that I have to say. That all these prophecies are making me uneasy. Interesting. There's so much talking in this game. Okay. All that talking, I haven't even gotten out of the train yard. Whew. More bodies? All this about shoes, they're just looking. All this. Oh my god. Oh god.
Where there's carrion, there's crows.
Would you look at that? A customer. Keep walking, customer. The shop's appointment only, and I don't recall your name on the list. Are you two on a date? Sorry to intrude. From a distance, they looked just like coffins. What did? Oh, you look familiar. It looked like a giant bird was nesting on the train. Birdies, birdies, they gather here. Just the coffins. I couldn't believe there were so many. I thought I was dreaming. There can never be too much coffins. Quit trying to scare us. Better yet, have a look. We've got plenty of shops in town, but our warehouse's keeper here can get it for you, wholesale. Just look at these boots he snagged. Scarlet. They're pretty. Are they from the capital? I'd expect a romantic soul like yours to be more interested in scarlet boots. Oh, gross. What am I? An herb bride? They run around naked, trampling the grass flowers. I want to run around in something pretty, like boots from a coffin? A coffin's the best when you need a chest. A checkpoint guard wouldn't dare open it. Out of respect. It's inhumane. Meanwhile, it's overflowing with hundreds of pairs of scarlet Saffiano leather boots. Tax and duty-free. Saffiano leather. Those are bog standard military issued boots. They have been dyed wrong. You're right about one thing. There's no shying away from death. One can't understand a thing if they refuse to look at it. Smoke a contraband. A tax inspector? No. But that doesn't mean I approve of illicit trade. Can't imagine a duller job. Keep your nose out of other people's coffins, then. Once someone goes in, who knows what happens? Maybe they never die. Maybe they never existed at all. Of course, if I start poking around coffins, how will you exploit the public's fear of smuggling operation? Don't. Indeed, no one knows what happens to someone once they go into a coffin, but I intend to find out. Yeah, that is a ginormous amount of coffins. Alright. So with that, we're gonna wrap up the demo here. If you like what you saw so far or are interested, go ahead and pick up the demo for yourself. It's coming out in January. Thanks for joining, and talk to you soon.